Right, we're gonna replace put it back on the wheel hub on Toyota Beta 2010, and it deploys to the same to Volkswagen Polo and what is it, Skoda Fabia, so they all pretty much the same. I didn't film taking it apart, but just look the way I'm going to put it back together, and you do it in reverse. I'm going to point a few things that needs to be done, so just remember that. Now, I didn't press the bearing out. I got somebody else to do it for me, because you need a special tool, which is like it's a special tool, puller and inserter for Volkswagen Group, and for this particular one it's a 72mm, and I couldn't get one because of the lockdown and Brexit and the whole lot, being Christmas. So I got somebody else to do it for me, save myself some money. So we'll start with the hub. The first thing you need to do, make sure it's all clean in here. Don't put any grease. As well as that, clear the hole for your ABS, lubricate the ABS and put it back in. And yeah, that's about it with this part. I'll put the ABS back in. I'm gonna put a little bit of copper grease on the end of it, so if it needs to be removed again, it can be removed easily. And at the same time, I'm gonna stick it up a list of tools that you need, because you need to add tools like you wouldn't have normally in your box, like if 18mm, 16mm sockets and 7mm Allen key. It's not something you would have, so I'm gonna put a list up, and I put a list that I got off the internet for all the torque settings. Now, I'm not 100% on them, so it's up to you to research and do your own research on the torque settings. Right, now just make sure your ABS sensor clean. Do not put any grease on the part of ABS here, because that will just attract the dirt and etc, and then won't work. I'm just put like a little bit around on top part of it, so that won't rust it in the hub itself. But don't bother putting in okay, it only goes in one way, so you cannot mess that up. As you can see, it's fully seated there. Now I'm going to put a bit of grease on there when I'm inserting it, so it will just slide in a bit easier. There is a guide, and there is a guide in there, so that goes in the slot in here. But make sure you take that bolt out when you're removing the knuckle, because otherwise you get caught in the ring there and it won't be coming out so it should be. Right, hold on, just put a jack up. So now the hub is on, so next thing we do, we're going to put this bolt and tighten it up. In the end of the move, we are going to put in all the torque settings, so you're supposed to use all the new nuts and bolts, but we are not. Now, here's the tricky part. I don't have a star key to fit this, so I have to hold with the pliers and use impact gun. Okay. Okay, we tighten up this nut to 60 Newton meters and 90 degrees. Okay, so that's in position now. Next thing we go and put in the drive shaft back into place. There's a couple of things. First of all, the thread itself, you don't lubricate, make sure it's dry. You lubricate a bit the spline. We put a new ring that protects from dust. But make sure you clean around all the crap from there. Okay, so that goes in. It goes in that way. All the sticking out bits go onto the shaft. There she goes. I heard the snap. Did you? Yeah. Hey, baby. Now I just want to make sure again that ring is on fire. You just bear with me a second. I won't get a. Okay, I'm just lubricating this shaft. Now you're supposed to use that special moily grease, which I can't now find it. I'm just using this like heavy duty bearing grease. It's only for which color you want, rust. So next time it has to be taken out, let me know struggling. Yeah, everything done by fingers. So yeah, now I'll stick the shaft in it. So the trick now is put this bolt in and put the drive shaft in at the same time. With a bit of effort now, we have a drive shaft in, 3 bolts in, so I'm gonna tighten them up just snug but not taut, and then we're gonna try and do everything else. So. By the way, it's the size 16. Okay, now goal is I'm gonna jack it up well and see if I get that. Okay, that's steering rod as well, size 18. The next thing is small stuff like just plug it in the sensor and bring calipers back and so caliper sits in their own groove. Like this, and then there's a clip. We'll get in there, keep in place like that, like so. Then ABS sensor will sit in that groove there and plug it in. Make sure plug it in the right way. 5-minute job, taking us like 2 hours. Amateurs. What can I say? Hear the click? Did you hear the click? Right, so that nut there, steering rod, it's should be 100. No, the bottom one says 100 Newton meters. This one's I can't remember. I will put up all down the chart. Okay, so we're gonna tighten up the bottom ones and torque them. Okay. Too tight for my liking. All right, baby. All right, so next thing we're gonna put on the brake disc. Let's see, find it. All right, wrong hole. Many times you hear that. I have to get that key there. It's missing to the wrong size, but sure, doesn't have to be anything mad tight. Anyway, that's it. Now put the caliper back on. The guide pins. Just need to clean them and re-lubricate them. I have a special rubber grease for that. If you put a normal grease, it'd be get the rubber part away. So we don't want that. Now roughly like that. So just grab the grease there. Back in a sec. Yeah, I'm not putting too much in, and I'm not putting anything on the thread. Anyway, I'm sure there's torque settings for that as well, but I couldn't be arsed looking at it. Anyway, I don't be driving the car. It's my son's car, so. Now that's the odd one as well. It's a 7mm bolt, or 7mm Allen key. So now try to see that now. I need me light. Aziz light. Really? Now you're gonna do it. There's nothing metal on this car. What started this? What's it made of? You hold on to that, buddy. Okay. Okay, with the calipers, when you're putting in the Volkswagen stupid design, right? Have a look at here. It's like this logs kind of have to go in between and sit there. If they don't sit properly, the caliper won't sit properly. So you put that part first in, and then it will tip over, and then you can put in your screws in, all the screws. Which is like, have a look again. Yeah. So then you put a plastic hose. Just stops the dirt getting into it. And that's the way cookie crumbles. Okay, now it's all in, it's all tight, all good. So only one main bolt left to tighten up, but we tighten up after we put the wheel on. So that way we have a leverage. Now, let me grab that wheel. Now, what is that? 17s, I think. Yeah. Still on setting 1. Right. So 50 Newton meters and then 45 degrees. So it's not much really. So 45 degrees, you're gonna mark it. Doesn't matter where. I gotta take this nut here. So that's 50 and that's 45. Just tighten to that. 45 degrees and 50 Newton meters at the start, and I'm just going to tighten up the what you call them, lug nuts as well, and we should be able to do the test drive.
In 1492, Columbus discovered America, and he found the Indians. A couple of 100 years later, in the human being's history, the Earth people discovered a brand new world, the space.